Hey guys, what's up? Welcome to another episode with me, Shashank Godupa. And in today's episode, I am quickly going to talk about 5 New Year investing resolutions that you must follow in this year, which is 2023. Now, the reason why I'm doing this video is because a lot of people are confused. A lot of people are asking me a lot of questions saying, Shashank, I want to save money, I want to grow my money, and I want to build compounding wealth over a long period of time. But it's not happening. Why? Because the market is so volatile. I don't understand global macroeconomic positions. I don't know how to basically make my portfolio a good portfolio. So now I'm going to tell you 5 simple rules or 5 simple techniques for people who don't understand the market as well, where you can use these techniques to start making good amount of money in the future, right? So these are my 5 investing resolutions for this year, which is 2023. Now, the first one that you need to do, we have done a lot of investing in 2020, 2021, 2022 as well. Now we come to 2023. In 2023, the first thing you need to do is something known as diversification of your portfolio. Yeah, you might have been over diversified in your portfolio, but that is completely wrong. Don't be over diversified in your portfolio. Don't have 35, 40, 50 stocks. That is also a big problem. I would say have as less stocks as possible, like 15, 20 concentrated stocks. Diversify with respect to stocks. After you remove stocks aside, start doing more investments now into alternate investments such as gold, such as fixed income bonds, mainly because the market is very volatile and there are looming fears of whatnot in the market. So don't just stick to only equity. I would suggest go for equity, little bit of gold, increase your allocation there, and I would also increase your allocation into fixed income instruments, right? Now, for few traders, now there are people who want to invest in small cases and they keep asking me what are the best small cases. For those guys, I'll tell you right at the end what is the best small case. But for people who want to invest in this market and still continue to grow their wealth, for a volatile market, what you can look at is maybe equity and gold or all weather investing, right? So these are some small cases that are there depending on your style of investment, right? So if I show you this, now let's come to the trendsetters, right? So equity and gold and all weather investing, this is very good if you want just kind of a all weather investing, right? If you're going through a volatile market and you don't know what to do, you just want to keep investing and protect your capital, these two small cases are very good. Now if you say, no Shashank, I don't want to protect my capital, I want to grow my capital. For growing your capital, you can go with growth and momentum or value and momentum, and there is also growth income. I would go for that. There are also some paid small cases that you can look at. Again, there is MI Evergreen, which is again good. High quality right price has been giving a lot of returns over the past as well, so that is something that have been good as well. Okay, and third, for people who like theme based investing, for you guys there is IT tracker, because IT is a good sector to keep invested in. Financial services or banking is something that you can also look at in small case. As a banking privately bolke, there's a small case, so you can check that out as well. And even EV, if you like the electric mobility theme, I would suggest you start investing in themes now for the next few years. This is only by diversification of your portfolio. Okay, and I'll talk about more small cases towards the end. Yeah, coming back now, the second thing I want to talk about is stay informed with what is happening in the global arena. Now, why am I saying stay informed in the global arena? Because you know what is happening with the Nasdaq now. If you don't know what's happening with the Nasdaq, it will be very difficult for you to analyze what is happening in the current stock market, and we've been telling this from a very long period of time. Yes, Nasdaq is on a downward trend and India is on an upward trend, so that is great. But there are some things that push the entire Indian market also down. And mainly it's about the interest rate. What is happening with the Fed? How many interest rate hikes are going to happen? Have they curbed their inflation? What is the US inflation rate at? What is the US unemployment data suggesting right now? All of these things you need to look at, right? And just to quickly show you guys the Nasdaq data as well. Okay, look at this. This is our Indian market, which is fine. If you look at the Nasdaq currently right now, it is still in a downward channel. Now I am saying mark these and keep this in your watch list. Why? Because if Nasdaq starts moving about this line that I've drawn here, then we start moving into a more positive momentum and more positive phase. If that happens, you can now understand that even Nifty will start moving in a positive phase and we can start allocating our resources this way. So you can start building wealth. But only if you know data like this is when you can start taking advantage. If you look at our Nifty right now, Nifty is basically, this is a weekly chart, not a daily chart. Nifty has gone up, come down, gone up, come down. The correction is almost over. We are expecting a bounce back now because it has been consolidating for a very long period of time. But keep track of what is happening in the global arena. This is weekly data, right? So keep track about that. Next, number 3, I would also consider investing in undervalued markets, not just the Indian market. Right now, why do I say also look at undervalued market? Because if you look at the US market right now, I feel it has gone down quite significantly, right? It's gone down quite a bit. And there are stocks that have gone down 50, 60, 70%. Yes, these stocks were very overvalued to begin with. I won't say that they were perfectly valued, but there are some legendary stocks or some really good stocks. I'm not going to name the stocks, but there are some really good stocks that are there that you know will survive for the next few years, right? So if you look at companies and if you look at business model of Apple, you look at business model of Google and Amazon, and you know that these are disruptive businesses and will survive for the next few years, and Microsoft now buying into AI technology of ChatGPT-3, you can start taking advantages of these signs in the global market and start investing accordingly, again, to build significant wealth. Now all these are data. You need to keep looking at different type of data, and this is what even I'm doing right now. And number 3 is where resolution number 3 for me is look at global data a lot. Okay, number 4, I'm also going to start practicing dollar cost averaging. Now if you know what has happened in the last 1 year, let me show you some very interesting data. If you've seen the last 1 year, right, which is dollar to INR, and you guys know this, I'm not going to like over explain this, but in the last 1 year it has gone up more than 10%. Now if you had, now the logic is, Shashank, yeah, if you had invested in US stocks, you would have got dollar cost averaging and you would have made 10% gain, right? That is wrong. Why is that wrong? Because the US markets have fallen 40-50% over here. So I would not go for dollar cost averaging. Earlier theory was fine, but now the US market has fallen down. But think about it in a reverse psychology way, right? Now the US market has fallen down, so now if you invest in the US market and the dollar cost averaging goes up, you make significant amount of return. So that is why now I'm trying to allocate little more into the US market, into just big business companies, right? No risk in small cap, mid cap, what's up, I'm not even looking at, because the big companies have taken a massive correction. So I'm going to start investing in those companies, right? So this is again very important. Now resolution number 5, and this is something that I practiced also this year. As soon as we start this year, is now I need to review and adjust my portfolio. What happens sometimes in the last 1 year, we have seen so many stocks doing really well, going up, like going sky high, right? And I saw some of my stocks also going 100% returns. Then there are some stocks that have given minus 30%, minus 25% returns. So now I would say take a resolution, sit down, be honest to yourself, don't obviously lie to yourself, and just say, boss, isme nahi chal raha hai, if this is not working out, I need to get out of this stock right now. I don't need to still, abhi upar jayega, kal upar jayega, don't do all that. Just sit down, adjust your portfolio. Don't, if it's over diversified, reduce the diversification and start cutting down on everything is what I would suggest. If you do this, definitely, your portfolio will look well. You start averaging out on other things, start allocating your investments into other asset classes, which is gold, there is equity, there's different type of paid small cases, there is theme based small cases. So you can do all of these small things, right? Now coming to the end that I was talking about, or coming to the trendsetters of small case, and some people are asking what are the best small cases of last year. So small case recently on their website has got something called as the 2022 trendsetters. Now I'm going to share this link below, right? And if you do want to subscribe to this, there's a 30% discount going on as far as I know from small case till Jan 15th or Jan 20th, and it's called NY30, which is New Year 30, right? So now let me just show you. This is the 2022 trendsetters. All weather investing, obviously one of the best performers for them. Why? Because it is a very safe kind of an investment, because it takes a little bit of equity and a little bit of gold. Even equity gold is the same thing. Value momentum is more for growth rate. Green energy and evergreen and weekend investing. Green energy and this one was, I forgot the name of this, right? Green portfolio, yes. So these three things were doing really well from the paid small case perspective, right? And I know that high quality right price did do really well in the last 6 to 1 year, and then suddenly it went down and then came back again, right? So it is at par with the equity mid cap and small cap, because this comes under the equity mid cap and small cap region. But if you compare it to other things, it's done slightly better. So these are some of the things. Top 100 stock again is very good. Right momentum is also good. This is by Right Investing. Dividend aristocrats and quality small cap smart beta, right? Now this is only if you want low volatility stocks in good small cap companies, then you can look at something like this, right? Because this will basically show you all the stocks there. Again, you have to subscribe to all this, and if you do subscribe, all you have to do is click on subscribe now, click on that NY30 option, and you get a nice 30% discount for the next 1 year, right? So these are some of the things. Again, I'll put the link below so you can check it out, but let me just come back. So guys, these were the quick 5 New Year resolution for investing, right? I know it might sound simple for some people, but I know a lot of people are struggling with the same constant question that Shashank, I'm investing, but my portfolio looks red, everything looks red. Don't worry, we are in a very good zone right now, whether it's Indian market or US market. Let's just be smart about it. Let's start averaging as much as we can right now and start investing in undervalued markets for the future. And let's start looking at new small cases as well, where we can start taking advantage of this entire market that is there right now. And eventually, slowly, we will make significant amount of growth and wealth at the same time. Okay, chalo, I'm going to see you guys tomorrow as well. We're going to do a weekend research session tomorrow, so I'm going to see you guys tomorrow as well. This is me, Shashank Gudappa, signing off. And wait. If you have any doubts, any questions, put it in the comment section below. I will answer them with respect to what New Year resolution that you have taken. Maybe I'm not going to panic or something like that. So put your New Year resolution as well in the comment section below, and I will have a look at it. Okay, this is me, Shashank Gudappa, signing off. Take care. See you guys. Bye.